When you turn your palm up to receive something or rotate it down to type on the keyboard, you're watching the radius in action. The radius is the lateral bone of the forearm, the one on the thumb side in anatomical position. The name radius comes from Latin, meaning ray or spoke of a wheel, and that name makes perfect sense when you think about its movement. If you look at the forearm from the distal end and rotate it, the radius swings around the ulna during pronation and supination. It traces a circular path, almost like the spoke of a wheel moving around its center. In that motion, it literally behaves like the radius of a circle. Now let's move along the bone itself. At the proximal end, we begin with the head of the radius. It's disc-shaped and has articular surfaces for two important structures. Superiorly, it articulates with the capitulum of the humerus, and medially, it articulates with the radial notch of the ulna. This unique shape allows it to both hinge at the elbow and rotate smoothly. Just below the head is the neck. Simple in name, but important as a transition zone. About 1 to 2 inches below the head, you'll find the radial tuberosity, a noticeable bump. This is where the biceps brachii inserts. In anatomical position, this tuberosity sits anteriorly, but when your forearm pronates, it rotates posteriorly. Again, highlighting how the radius is built for motion. As we move down the shaft, there's nothing dramatically distinctive, except for the ridge where the interosseous membrane attaches. This fibrous membrane connects the radius to the ulna and plays a key role in stabilizing the forearm and distributing forces. Finally, we reach the distal end, which broadens significantly. On the medial side, there is the ulnar notch, where the radius articulates with the head of the ulna, forming the distal radial ulnar joint. On the lateral side, you'll see the styloid process, the most inferior point of the radius. This is a palpable landmark and part of surface anatomy. The distal radius also contains carpal surfaces, which articulates with the wrist bones, the scaphoid laterally, and the lunate medially. These surfaces form the bony articulation with the wrist. Importantly, the ulna has no direct bony contact with the carpals. The radius is the primary bone that connects the forearm to the wrist. From its rotating head proximally to its broad articular surface distally, the radius is a bone designed for movement, elegant, dynamic, and essential for the complex mechanics of the forearm and wrist.